Somewhere in the Northeast. I really don't like hot weather. I don't know. I mean, I always thought that I would like go into some field of law and like have this career, but I don't know. Life changes. People make decisions. I think if I regret anything, it would be maybe not doing everything that I could have in high school, because I get sleepy and I get tired, so I'm just like, you know what, peace out, I don't want to do anything. But there's plenty of things that I could have done that I didn't do, and I regret not doing those things. My older sister inspires me. She went through high school 2 years older than me, and every bad mistake she ever made, she said, Alex, don't do it. And I'd be like, okay, and I'd still make those bad decisions anyways, because, I mean, you know, just for the heck of it. But she inspires me because even after she makes those bad decisions, she gets up and continues working hard and does what she needs to do. Personally, I think bullies bully because they're a bit insecure about themselves. I mean, they necessarily have things that are going on in their own lives that they are angry about, and so they take it out on others, or if there's something about this person that they want to have or envy, and so they bully that person. I would say just keep working hard. I mean, I know work is terrible and it's tiring and you feel like giving up, but never give up. I mean, whatever you want to do in life, just keep pursuing it until you get it. My biggest assets? My big old brain. I mean, it's there, it's been getting me along this far, so why not? I'm a bit stubborn. I make decisions rather quickly about other people, and it's really hard for me to change them. But yeah, I'm a little stubborn. I would just say life happens and things happen in your life that make you want to give up and not work hard anymore. And just not, you know, just really tiring things that you just don't want to deal with anymore. But it's taking that next step and dealing with them, and then make the decisions to continue on, moving on, even when it's really hard. I mean, everyone survives that, and I think that's what makes us human. My theme song, ooh. I don't really have a theme song. I wish my life was a musical though, so I could just sing all the songs at one time. I did climb to the top of a couple mountains, and I mean, I do sports, but I'm not the most physically fit person, and I would like died walking up that damn mountain, but when I was at the top, it felt awesome. If I were a boy, I would not cook. I would sit and like my brothers do on my butt all day and watch my little sisters do all the work in the house while I did nothing. Yes, I'm one of those kind of people who's not afraid of making a fool of themselves, but sometimes I probably should be afraid of making a fool of myself. So yeah, I've done the walk of shame. If I were president, the first thing I would do, actually a couple of things I would do was, most importantly, I would not, as these Tea Partiers are trying to do, get rid of the Planned Parenthood thing, because I think teens, I mean, they're going to continue to have sex, and with or without protection, and I just think we should just put it out there, if they're going to do it, to have the right protection and the right knowledge out there. And I would also put more money into education, because, I mean, the kids are the future. After we're all grown up and gone, they'll still be kids going and doing what we've done and even better, so having more money into education. I think it's part of life. You make friends and you move apart due to different choices you make. But I'd say even if friendships die, it's good to keep in touch. Just say hi, just talk, because you never know what you might reconnect in the future. This year, my senior year, best year ever, no doubt about it. I love this year, probably because I'm slacking off all the time and I don't really care, but this is the best year. I've seen a lot of high school sweethearts die in my time. I've seen very few last, but they do exist. I think I've only met one person who's actually gone on to marry the person he's been in high school with. Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I don't know who I'd be, but I would like to have the power of, oh man, I thought about this question a lot too. to like move stuff with my mind because I'm really lazy and I'd be like, what? Don't have to get up, move that. It'd be awesome. I would say I'm a bit self-motivated because I put goals and there's things I want to do in life and I know in order to do them I have to do certain things. So I motivate myself and also just the people who support me, who believe in me so much that they think that I can do those things. They motivate me as well. Do I hold grudges? I would say that I do for a while. It depends on what happens. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who forgets easily, and I've tried to forgive, but it's hard. It's always hard. I've learned a lot. I mean, my sister always said I used to be so book smart, not street smart, and I make the stupidest decisions, but I think I've grown out of that. It's going through life and looking at people and just talking to people, and you just learn how to respect another person, how to treat another person correctly, how to know not to talk to the person on the bus next to you because they might be creepy. Just different things. I ask myself that question all the time. Why do I wake up in the morning? I'm still trying to figure it out. Maybe just to end up living life and experiencing the day, but some days I just want to stay in bed. I think it's being alone. I don't want to, especially like being alone and not necessarily knowing it. Like waking up one day, talking to all the people you know, and just realizing, I mean, maybe you don't know them so well and you're just by yourself. I used to be the biggest tomboy. I used to beat up guys, be a complete broski. I don't know, I was just this complete tomboy, and now I feel like I've grown out of that a little bit. Could be because of Hong, who's my friend, and she's so girly girl, but Excitement. We're a class that's very boisterous. We don't mind shouting and yelling. I mean, we're not as bad as freshmen, but we do it in our own classy kind of way.